So let's say you have about 100,000 naira, maybe a little above it, and you need to decide which of these two phones you should get. Is it the Samsung Galaxy A14 or the TECNO 10 Pro? Well, in this video, we're going to be comparing both phones so that we know the one that is better value for your money. So stick around, let's have this conversation. Now, when it comes to what will decide the one that you want, there are two factors to consider. First is what you actually need the phone for, while the second is about the specifications that the phone possesses. Now, the very first noticeable difference between the two phones has to be in the packaging. The Samsung Galaxy A14 actually have a smaller package compared to the technoSpark 10 Pro. And that suggests one thing. The Samsung Galaxy A14 doesn't come with a charger. Now, in my full review of the Samsung Galaxy A14, I actually did mention two reasons why I feel that was a bad business move by Samsung. So I want to click the link above so you to be able to view that video. But then, the technoSpark 10 Pro actually comes with all of the accessories that you need. So if you are working on a tight financial budget and you just need a phone without having to spend some extra cash getting a charger, then the technoSpark 10 Pro would actually be the better option for you among the two. Now, before we talk about other factors that will determine which one of them you should be getting, kindly consider subscribing to the channel so that you don't miss out on very important videos like this. Now, let's talk about design. Holding the two phones to your hands, you discover that the technoSpark 10 Pro actually have a flagship design when compared with the Samsung Galaxy A14. Thanks to its flat edges and its camera arrangement, it looks so much like the iPhone. It's not like the Samsung Galaxy A14 doesn't have a good design. Of course, it looks like the Galaxy S23. But the fact is that because the Samsung Galaxy A14 doesn't have flat edges like the technoSpark 10 Pro, it's really not so comfortable holding it. So in terms of design, I'll definitely be giving it to the technoSpark 10 Pro. It just feels more flagship. The design is more better. It's more comfortable to hold, and it's all around more beautiful when compared to the Samsung Galaxy A14. Now let's talk about chipset and performance. Here I feel it gets really interesting because there's so much difference between the two processors. While the technoSpark 10 Pro has a Helio G88 gaming chipset, the Samsung Galaxy A14 actually has an Exynos 850 chipset. And just a little research I made about these two chipsets, I discovered that there's so much difference in terms of performance. Almost times 2, as in the Helio G88 is almost times 2 better when it comes to CPU and gaming performance. But now this is a big but, because actually when it comes to mid-range phones, the battery is really one of the major components. Both of them have a 5000 mAh battery. But the fact remains that the Exynos 850 actually does better when it comes to battery life management when compared with the Helio G88. So if you are thinking which of these two phones to buy and battery life is really something that's important to you, then really the Samsung Galaxy A14 would do better in terms of battery management as compared with the technoSpark 10 Pro. But if you are a gamer and you really need a phone that can be able to help play high graphics games like Call of Duty and the rest, trust me, the technoSpark 10 Pro does better. So once again, it becomes subjective. Which one is more important to you in this case? That will definitely determine the one that you should be getting. Now let's talk about the cameras of both phones. They have the same 50 megapixel main cameras at the back. So what I did was to go out and take some very cool pictures with these two phones. Now, as you can see, the pictures from the Samsung Galaxy A14 looks more natural and does not actually look over processed like what you have in the technoSpark 10 Pro. That one looks not natural, overly processed, and of course overly enhanced with the AI feature that comes with the cameras of the phone. So really for me, in terms of taking pictures with both phones, I would go towards the Samsung Galaxy A14. And same goes also for the selfie cameras of both phones. The technoSpark 10 Pro has a 32 megapixel AI selfie camera, while the Samsung Galaxy A14 has a 12 megapixel front-facing camera. Now, looking at the selfie taken with both of these phones, you definitely see that it's actually the same thing. The Samsung Galaxy A14 takes better pictures even in portrait mode than what you will have with the technoSpark 10 Pro. So really, in terms of camera, both the back and the front, I feel that we are leaning toward the Samsung Galaxy A14 taking this round. So let me know in the comment section what you think about the pictures from both cameras. So you can understand the reason why I said your need will determine the one that you're going to be getting. Because if you need a phone that has a beautiful design, enough memory for you to work with, and a chipset that can do almost anything you throw at the phone, then the technoSpark 10 Pro would be a better option for you. But if on the other hand, you want better battery management and you need the real cameras to actually work with, something that looks more real and natural, then of course the Samsung Galaxy A14 is a better option for you. So were you able to finally decide the one that you want? Let me know in the comment section below. So don't forget to click on the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on subsequent videos like this. And also hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I make any new post. So I'll see you again in the next one, and until then, peace.